It has been a chilly and an ugly day across the Bluegrass State. Now we've got some of those small hail-producing thunderstorms blowing up, and I'm tracking them in just a moment.
Tragedy at a construction site in Lexington when a trench collapses on a worker. What we've learned about the victim. And the field is getting smaller in the race for the White House as Senator Bernie Sanders gets ready for a rally in Lexington.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Palumbo on this rainy and cooler day in the Bluegrass. Here's a live look at our sky cam overlooking the Lexington Center, where Senator Bernie Sanders will hold a rally at Heritage Hall in a few hours. We'll hit the campaign trail in a moment, but first let's get a check of the weather. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is first at 4. And Chris, it's cold right now.
Yeah, it really is. Thermometers stuck in the 50s all day long, Jennifer. Had a sunny start to the day. Told you that was a little head fake from Mother Nature. Then all of a sudden the rain's blowing into town. Now we're starting to see a mix of sun and clouds, and you look at the clouds that are out there over top of Lexington. They're convective in nature. By that, meaning they're starting to take on a little bit of a thunderstorm look, and that is indeed what we're beginning to pick up on now, even with temperatures into the 50s. 57 with a ray of sunshine now. Big area of low pressure upstairs spinning. It's a cold pool of air aloft. Situations like this generally will spike up some of those hail-producing thunderstorms. We talked about this possibility yesterday, and we're starting to see a few of those going up right now. Heavy rains lining up eastern parts of Kentucky from the London area all the way to Moorhead, back into parts of central Kentucky. Got a little shower on top of Georgetown, one to the north of Richmond. Notice downtown Lexington is dry. Take a little trip down the BG and points to the south. Get into Springfield, Lebanon there in Marion County, north of Campbellsville. Got some thunder and lightning. That is likely producing some small hail. That'll work into Boyle County, the far southwestern parts of Mercer County. Folks there into Liberty, Casey County, will keep an eye out on that as well. And that is, again, all in response to that big spinning area of low pressure that is to our north. Potent little storm system that is right on top of the region as of now. So, Jennifer, as we go through the evening, additional rounds of at least some small hail-producing showers and storms are on the move. When I come back in 15 minutes, we'll focus on that and, of course, Kentucky Derby / Mother's Day weekend, too.
Thank you, Chris. We're learning more this afternoon about a construction worker killed on the job in Lexington. 22-year-old Samuel Tyler Williams was buried inside a 20-foot trench that collapsed on him this morning. Williams was a married father of 3 children who lived in Frenchburg in Menifee County. He was working on Todd's Road near Hayes Boulevard when the trench collapsed around 9:30 this morning. Officer Don Evans flew over the scene as rescuers tried to save Williams. WKYT's Sean Moody has the latest in our top story at 4.
Firefighters said Tyler Williams was part of a construction crew working here on this project along Todd's Road. They said he was inside a 20-foot deep trench when it collapsed, burying him. The incident happened around 9:40 this morning. The assistant fire chief said when first responders got here, they couldn't see Williams under all the dirt and gravel. They tried to rescue him, but Williams was pronounced dead here at the scene. The coroner said he likely suffocated under the weight of that dirt and gravel on top of him. We've learned that Williams was 22 years old and from Menifee County, leaving behind a wife and 3 young children. A family member described him as, quote, the kindest, sweetest human being, end quote. People who lived near where this happened said it was tough to watch.
Now have heard that he has now passed away, which is sad. He's out trying to make a living like everybody else, and he won't be going home to his family tonight.
The Lexington Fire Department said OSHA would likely be investigating this. They also said they're looking at the stability of the soil here in the area. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
We've just learned the Kentucky Labor Cabinet is also investigating what happened to Williams. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow morning at the state medical examiner's office. A big shakeup in the race for the White House. Ohio Governor John Kasich is expected to suspend his campaign this afternoon, less than 24 hours after Senator Ted Cruz dropped out, after both Republicans lost the Indiana primary to Donald Trump. And that clears the way for Trump to be the GOP presidential nominee. Diane Gallagher has the latest from the campaign trail.
Indiana, a game changer. Donald Trump has officially knocked out his competition.
We had a tremendous victory tonight. It was a tremendous victory.
Trump is now on his way to the GOP nomination. 2 sources say John Kasich is dropping out of the race just hours after Ted Cruz suspended his campaign. So after a blistering, knockdown, drag-out battle that started with 17 contenders, Only one remains. But will Republicans back Trump? Reince Priebus, head of the RNC, says that it is time for the party to unite.
I think the momentum is there. We've got a candidate that is winning. It's time to unite. It's time to come together.
But Trump is in general election overdrive. His sights on the next challenge, winning the White House, and that's despite a new CNN ORC poll released today that shows Hillary Clinton beating Trump by 13 points.
We're going after Hillary Clinton. She will not. She will not be a great president. She will not be a good president. She will be a poor president.
Trump's campaign says it will be coordinating with the RNC, ramping up battleground state plans and deliberating and vetting potential running mates. In Indianapolis, I'm Diane Gallagher.
On the Democratic side, Senator Bernie Sanders is coming off a big win in Indiana over Hillary Clinton. Yesterday he was in Louisville. Tonight he's in Lexington for a rally at Heritage Hall. The doors have just opened. Sanders is expected to start speaking at 7 tonight. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is there and will have a live report on WKYT News at 5. New developments today in the case of a man accused of killing a 6-year-old Woodford County boy. Lawyers for Ronald Exantis say he's now heavily medicated and mentally stable. Police say Exantis broke into a Versailles home and stabbed Logan Tipton to death last December. Exantis' lawyer tells us he had a psychotic break and doesn't remember anything. He returned to the Woodford County Jail 2 days ago after an extended stay at a state psychiatric hospital. During today's hearing, the judge pushed attorneys to move the case forward. The state psychiatric evaluation is due when Exantis returns to court June 1st. We'll have more details from court on WKYT News at 5. Evangelist and son of the Reverend Billy Graham was in Frankfort today for a prayer rally on the steps of the state capitol. This is the 21st stop in Franklin Graham's Decision America tour of all 50 states. He's talking about politics, spirituality, and the state of our nation. You'll hear from Graham on WKYT News at 5. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us from the newsroom with a look at some more of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. State police confirming a 4th fire is now connected to a string of arsons across central Kentucky. The fire happened Monday at a home on Briar Hill Road in Lexington. The other fires happened in the past week in Jessamine and Garrett counties. Today, police are trying to figure out what caused a fire that destroyed a home on Browns Mill Road in Scott County yesterday, and if it's connected to the string of arsons. We'll have the latest on the investigation on WKYT News coming up at 4:30. Police have arrested a woman accused of stealing thousands and thousands of dollars from a school. Police say that Jan Malden used a company credit card to make $150,000 in personal or unauthorized purchases while working as financial director of the Lexington Hearing and Speech Center. The thefts took place from October of 2008 to December of 2015. Malden is charged with 7 counts, including fraudulent use of a credit card and theft by deception. A judge heard more arguments in Attorney General Andy Beshear's lawsuit against Governor Matt Bevin. Beshear sued last month after the governor ordered immediate cuts to higher education, saying the governor overstepped his bounds. The judge didn't make a decision today, but commended both sides for their professionalism and thoroughness in the case. We'll have more from court ahead on WKYT News at 5:30. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. Could computers be better than people when it comes to hiring the best employees? We'll take a look at WKYT Money Watch. And if new parents get paid time off, should new pet owners get the same perk? The debate next on WKYT News at 4.
We're cleaning out and clearing out. P-Rat Spring Clearance Event is back with up to half off. 0 interest till 2018 with no money down. Savings as good as up to 3 times the state sales tax break. Don't miss it.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
Buying a new energy-efficient refrigerator or freezer? Well, get paid to upgrade. Let our Energy Star Appliance Rebate Program help you earn cash back on a range of Energy Star certified appliances. Just visit our website to see how to get paid to upgrade. South Kentucky RECC and Jackson Energy, your Touchstone Energy cooperatives.
Tired of painting? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Now you can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield. for brick, stucco, wood, or aluminum. And Rhino Shield won't chip, crack, flake, or peel for home or business. Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
You know us for carpet cleaning, but Stanley Steamer also cleans tile and grout for a fresh look. Call now about our tile cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
0% financing on every Tempur-Pedic every day at every Sleep Outfitters. Starting at $34 per month. Buy now and make it an adjustable for the same monthly payment. 16 models to choose from. Available for immediate delivery at Sleep Outfitters.
Clients come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Discover Summer will make this summer fun, active, and educational. Pick up your map to adventure at any Lexington Public Library location. Earn points by attending a library program or trying a new library service. Find a complete list of how to earn points at lexpublib.org/discoversummer. Complete your map to adventure by earning 100 points before July 31st and turn in your completed map at any library location to earn a prize and enter for even bigger prizes.
T-Rat's spring clearance event is back. For a very limited time, get this Beauty Rest Recharge Pillow Top King Set for the queen price, $9.99. Free local delivery and 0 interest till 2018 with no money down.
Nobody beats T-Rats.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Japanese airbag maker Takata is expected to announce it's recalling another 35 million airbags. That tops today's WKYT Money Watch. That would more than double what is already the biggest recall in U.S. history. The faulty airbags can rupture and spray shrapnel. They're blamed for the deaths of 11 people worldwide. The clothing retailer Aeropostale has filed for bankruptcy protection. It's lost money for 13 consecutive quarters. The retailer plans to close more than 150 stores in the U.S. and Canada out of about 800 currently operating. It's looking for a buyer and hopes to emerge from bankruptcy within the next 6 months. A new Career Builder survey finds 2 in 5 working moms and working dads are the sole breadwinners for their families. The data shows working dads are almost 3 times more likely to earn $50,000 a year or more. But when it comes to spending time with the children, most working moms come out on top. Finding the right kind of employee can be difficult for companies. Now businesses are using computer analytics to help pick future workers. Omar Villafranca takes a look.
So let's start here.
Whitney Ray got her sales job at Mattress Firm thanks in part to a computer. The hiring process included a detailed questionnaire like this one. It requires applicants to give their views on issues ranging from complex problems to advancement in the company.
I remember taking the assessment and looking at it and thinking, I'm either going to be really good at this job or I am not a fit for this company. It was really detailed.
The assessment was developed for Mattress Firm by the software company Infor.
It's about bringing analytics and science and data to hiring the right people for your business.
Infor's program produces a scorecard, letting the business know which applicants should be interviewed. It not only rates people who are a good fit, but those likely to stay with the company. The software is working. Mattress Firm's employee turnover rate used to hover around 50%. Now it's dropped to 38%. Infor claims their program has helped several large corporations retain employees. 2005. Mattress Firm's Amanda Robbins says reducing turnover has boosted sales and saved in retraining costs.
Having long-term employees in our business is extremely important.
We're going to try this one right here.
Whitney was quickly promoted at Mattress Firm. Now she's a manager who helps hire new employees.
There's only so much that you can get out of a face-to-face interview.
She says the online assessment helps her pick the right people for the job. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Arlington, Texas.
Well, you've heard of maternity leave and paternity leave. Well, now there's paternity leave. That's time off for new pet owners who need to comfort their new cat or dog and help train it. Paternity leave is already happening at some companies in the United Kingdom. And now some pet owners in the U.S. say it should be brought here.
It's called a party in the paddock just in time for Oaks Day. I'm Deanne Stevens out and about at Keeneland today with more on that party, plus a big Derby Day celebration. That's when we return here on WKYT.
And in the wonderful world of weather, indeed, it's all eyes on Oaks and Derby Day. Heading into the weekend, we've got the forecast for that, and we're also tracking some small hail producing showers and thunderstorms. That's up next. Stay with us.
The average teenager sends over 100 text messages a day. But does your son or daughter know how easy it is for their texts to come back to haunt them? The side of texting you rarely think about. Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
Tell me another way people say mother.
Mommy.
Sheila.
Mommy.
Oh, mommy. You want mommy. Y'all crazy.
Family Feud. 1 full hour starting at 7 on the CW Lexington.
It could happen to you. The care that your loved one requires is more than you can provide, and you find yourself relying on a nursing home. If you currently have a loved one in a nursing home and you have concerns, you're not alone. At Care Command, our licensed nurses perform a specialized review on your behalf, evaluate the care, and provide you with the information you need to ensure your loved one is receiving the best care available. Becoming your voice, getting answers for you. Care Command.
Make time this spring to escape to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where the only thing you'll want to do is have fun in the sun. Let the sound of the ocean's tide take all your cares away and leave you refreshed to experience something new. It's your moment to let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
Let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
I'm concerned about nursing homes that have been cited for deficiencies, like failure to provide quality service or even proper medical treatment. Please, you have to look for signs of neglect or abuse. We have to protect our elderly. If you see signs of neglect or abuse, call us. Don't wait. Your loved one may not be able to ask for help. It's up to you to call. Call Hughes & Coleman right now, 800-800-4600.
Updating a room can be simple and affordable with Perspectives. We're the leader for providing a large in-stock selection of quality paints, primers, stains, and coatings. Our color matching technology allows us to customize any paint color you need with state-of-the-art color matching equipment. Recreate a discontinued color that you can't find anywhere else. Create a new color that only your project has, or bring back a dull area with a fresh coat of paint. Visit Perspectives, located off Southland Drive behind Winchell's.
You'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
There are several benefits to upgrading your old air conditioning and heating system, including lower utility bills, better indoor air quality, and reliable comfort all year long. We offer financing to make upgrading easy and stress-free.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
What an absolutely interesting weather day out there across the Bluegrass State. We've got a big upper level span over top of the Ohio Valley. It has cold air upstairs and downstairs. We're getting some pockets of sunshine, allowing for some stronger thunderstorms to go up. And you're looking at your thermometer and you're looking outside at the possibility of a strong thunderstorm, and you're thinking, what doesn't match here? It's in the 50s across most areas, but yet we're getting those pockets of sun, creating some lift in the atmosphere. And with such cold air aloft, we touched on this over the past few days, some small hail producing thunderstorms on the move. Live sky cams across the entire area. Look at that sky cam in Louisville. Half of it with blue skies, the other half with a, looks like a thunderhead in the distance there with a severe thunderstorm that is just to the west of the downtown Louisville area. Central and eastern Kentucky, everything spinning around this big upper level low across the Ohio Valley. Scattering of showers and thunderstorms now from Glasgow to the northeast through the Campbellsville area and right on top of Boyle County. That's a little small hail producing thunderstorm that has parked itself over top of the Perryville area. That'll head toward Danville, the Junction City area, and northern parts of Lincoln and Casey counties coming up over the next little bit. Lexington Metro dealing with some of those showers and thunder showers on the north side of town up toward Georgetown. That is slipping its way now toward the Kentucky Horse Park. A little farther to the northeast. Rain here into Nicholas County, Bourbon, Harrison counties, eastern Kentucky. Gusty rains just ahead of that cold front that is on the move, and it is working its way toward the southeast right now. You're getting in on those additional rains into parts of southeastern Kentucky. Here's our spin across parts of Indiana and Illinois, and that is pulling down some colder air behind it. If you're looking for a break tomorrow, keep on looking. Upper 30s, low 40s in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it is ugly. How about some upper 50s for an afternoon high? Let's take you through the rest of that evening with those showers and thunderstorms that continue to press on through the area. 11 o'clock this evening. How about upper 40s? How about first thing tomorrow morning? Upper 30s, low 40s. Here's the ugly again as we go throughout the day with rains that may come at us from the northeast around that low pressure center. So look toward an odd direction to track tomorrow's rains. Temperatures will be chilly right on through the day. How about your Friday forecast? It's Oaks Day. Still the threat for a shower southeastern Kentucky. More areas, though, see some sunshine with upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Then as we go into Friday evening, those Derby Eve parties look to be in pretty good shape. Derby Day starts out with a threat for a little isolated shower or a thunderstorm. That's a warm front that is drifting northward through the area. I think that sets the stage for a little better shot for a late day thunderstorm on Derby Day. And Mom's Big Day on Sunday, 70s with a threat for some scattered thunderstorms. And then it is game on for another stormy pattern, albeit a warmer one, as we go into next week. Let's check on traffic. It's busy on the roads. Here's Officer Don.
Police are on the scene of about 4 collisions now, including one at Tate's Creek in Malibu. Police have at least 1 lane blocked near that intersection. Also in Palumbo and Manowar, there's a crash at Manowar and Pleasant Ridge, and one at Winchester and Elkhorn that's causing problems for in and outbound Winchester Road from I-75 to Fortune Drive. Drive times this afternoon to Nicholas still holding our own with normal traffic flow for the most part. Versailles past the county line looks okay. We're all clear outbound Versailles Road US 60. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Officer Don. It's going to be a big Derby weekend at Keeneland Racecourse with something for everyone on Oaks and Derby Day.
Deanne Stevens out and about today, joining us from Keeneland with more on how you can go out and party hard. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. We are here at Keeneland, where just in a few days, this place will be packed again. They've had a little rest, just very few amount of days to rest from the spring meet. Matt May is with us, but they're planning a big old party in the paddock now, yeah. Matt, what is happening here on Friday?
On Friday on Oaks Day, we will have, the facility will be open at 9 a.m. It's free parking. The races from Churchill Downs, the simulcast will be on all of our TVs. We have over 1,000 TVs here, so you can find a spot, your favorite spot, your quiet spot, whatever you want, and wager on the races from Churchill and other tracks, watch those races. And then later in the afternoon, from 4 to 7, there'll be a party in the paddock, which will be in this area here, obviously, and it'll have some music and games and other things to kind of entertain people, drinks, etc.
I love that you don't have to go to Louisville to celebrate Oaks Day. Oaks Day is Kentucky's day at the races, right?
Yeah, it really is, and I grew up in Louisville, so you know, I grew up watching that and then coming here to Lexington. See, it's a little bit different, but different in a good way. If you're not a person that likes crowds, doesn't want to be around 150,000 people or whatever it is now that ends up at Derby, it seems to go up every year, then this is a great place for you both on Oaks Day and on Derby Day.
How do folks get tickets? Do they need tickets? Do they just show up? How does it work?
No, they can just show up. On Oaks Day, like I said, it's free, so you can just come on in. On Derby Day, it'll be $5 at the gate. Children are free, but you just pay your $5 like a general admission normal day at Keeneland and come in and enjoy the day.
And listen, you don't have to go to Louisville for Derby Day either, because this, Matt and everybody else says, is the place to actually be on Derby Day. Coming up at 4:50, we're talking about the many activities they're offering for the entire family on Derby Day here at Keeneland. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about preparing for Derby weekend. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Deanne. Passengers on one flight were cheering for a crying baby. Find out why there were cheers for tears next on WKYT News at 4. A new warning about a medication that doctors are overprescribing. That's coming up in Better Living. Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $138 million, and tonight's Powerball jackpot is $348 million.
Are you tired of juggling your finances and can't afford those remodeling projects?
Surplus Sales has laminate flooring starting at 69 cents per square foot, including free underlayment with purchase.
Come on down to Surplus Sales for some great deals.
After the storms, the destruction was huge. If your car, truck, or SUV took a real beating, how are you going to handle the damage, the dings, the dents, the busted windshields? Tell your insurance company you want to take it to Fortune Collision Center, where they even offer rental cars to keep you on the road. Return your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Take it to Fortune Collision. There's a location near you. Get details today at fortunecollision.com.
When Dad died, Jim came home from college to help save the family business. Jim made a real difference. We grew Gray Construction from $1 million business to over $1 billion in sales a year. We built over 900 projects and helped create over 20,000 jobs in Kentucky. I'm Jim Gray, and I sponsored this ad because Washington could use Jim's business sense and some good Kentucky common sense to get things done.
Jim Gray, Kentucky first.
Nothing brings a family together like fun around the backyard pool. Here is your last chance to make that happen, and the price has never been better. For a limited time, Blue World Pools has the big 15 by 24 Econoline pool for not $399, not even $349. If you call now, that pool can be yours for only $299. That price still includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool cleaner. All that including free installation on your ready site for just $299. That's a $1,995 value for only $299. That's awesome! Call Blue World Pools now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Want more pizzazz? Of course you do! So jump up to our midline pool or grab for it all with Blue World Pools' top-of-the-line classic pool, the ultimate in high-style living. The choice is yours. But remember, this is your last chance to take advantage of our limited-time offer. The price will never get any better than this. How could it? Call Blue World Pools right now and beat that heat.
Welcome to Carpet One. Visit our tile and stone gallery and explore all the options available for your next kitchen or bathroom project. Our showroom is filled with hardwood, laminate, and engineered vinyl. Let us help you find the perfect floor. Come see us.
It's time for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. More young children with ADHD could benefit from behavior therapy. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Experts say learning and practicing behavior therapy requires more time, effort, and resources than treating ADHD with medicine. But research shows the benefits last longer. The CDC also says at least 30% of antibiotics prescribed in the U.S. are unnecessary. Researchers found doctors offered antibiotics to people with respiratory conditions caused by viruses that don't respond to antibiotics, including the common cold, viral sore throats, bronchitis, and sinus and ear infections. Many travelers dread being on a plane with a crying baby. JetBlue says 40% of passengers that surveyed admit to being annoyed. So in honor of Mother's Day, JetBlue launched its Fly Babies campaign. They followed 4 moms traveling with babies on a flight from New York to Long Beach. Some got a few looks, but then JetBlue announced that each time a baby cried, the passengers would get 25% off their next flight.
I'm on a plane to go. My mom's sick, so I don't really have a choice.
I'm understanding the first like 10 minutes, but after that I'm just like, come on.
Well, no surprise, the passengers became cheerleaders and they all ended up getting free flights. Now let's head over to Chris, and I wish I could have been on a flight where you get to cheer for crying babies and get a free flight.
You know, just make a face at a baby hoping it'll cry, you know, just try to get a little money off. We're dealing with thunderstorms out there this evening. I know it's strange to be talking about thunderstorms and temperatures in the 50s. Big pocket of cold air is upstairs. General rains, eastern Kentucky, though with some breaks in the overcast across the bluegrass region. Now we're starting to see some thunder and some lightning, and watch out for a little bit of small hail here into parts of of Boyle County, down toward the Campbellsville area, Taylor County, northern sections of Casey County as well. A lot of that will begin to die out as we lose what little heating of the day that we've had so far.
Much cooler, though.
It's really chilly. We should be in the 70s. We couldn't get out of the 50s today. I think we're back into the 50s tomorrow, too.
All right. Well, the news is just getting started. Here are Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott with what's coming up on WKYT News at 4:30.